Yes, my people, good evening and welcome to the Mbp News and Views. First, tonight we want to talk about a physician right here in Connecticut, straight out of Jamaica, got her medical degree at the University of the West Indies, Mona, and migrated here to America, where she continued her studies in the field of pathology at the George Washington University. Miss Dr. Keisha Mitchell Richards received the Physician of the Year award. And we just want to take this moment to say congratulations, well deserved. Continue onward and upward, doctor, as you do the things that you enjoy. And next in the news, I want to talk about a young man, 35 years old. His name is Christopher Perkins. Christopher Perkins was once a strong young man who worked with the National Solid Waste Management Authority and who decided, after someone asked him for a ride, to take him to the auto mechanic shop. While he was sitting there in 2019, June of 2019, was pounced upon by an unknown person who started chopping him. And when he ran, the person ran after him and kept chopping, and as he put his hands up to block the chops, his hands were severely chopped and damaged. And today, as he thinks about the holidays and how he's unable to provide for his 4 children, he says, "I cry night and day when I look at my life and see that I cannot take care of my family because my fingers are stiff and cannot bend." He said during the time when he worked at the National Solid Waste Management Authority, they did take deductions from his salary and they were paid over to the National Insurance Scheme. But Mr. Perkins said that when he sought help, he was informed that he would not be able to get any benefit until he was 65 years old. My God. And so, as he recounts his story, and as he remembered what took place that fatal day on June 13, 2019, he can now just sit and think back. And now he says he feels just hopeless, just very hopeless. But he says that on his visit to the hospital in recent months, he said the doctor reminded him that a tendon graft would really help his hands. But Mr. Perkins says that surgery will cost over $557,000. So as we think back tonight, people, and as we look at our blessings. If you can find it in your heart, why not reach out and help Mr. Perkins so he could regain that movement in his hand again? With 4 children, ages 6, 8, 10, and 11, he says, I am just hoping and praying that persons will help me to purchase the tendon grafts, because that will really lift the heavy burden off me and help me to have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. So for those of you in the sound of my voice, the hearing of my voice, in the reading of these words, may you please help Christopher Perkins. His number is 876-336-3787. Again, Mr. Perkins' number is 876-336-3787. Remember, he didn't do anything wrong. All that he did was to give someone a ride. And as a good Samaritan, he was pounced upon. And now he says, even though people Jamaica again, and this time it's a big announcement. All those people who have been trying to get home to Jamaica in the quickest way, all those people who have been burdened with the connecting flights, and you have the long layovers and leave from 6 in the morning and are touching down in Jamaica until 4 or 5 o'clock in the evenings. Boy, it's some good news straight out of Bradley International Airport here at Windsor Locks in Connecticut. And again, as Old Man Winter raises his ugly head with the cold and the snow and the freezing rains, good news, people, is that Spirit Airlines launched a new non-stop service from Montego Bay, Jamaica to Bradley International Airport. So now Connecticut, we know that Connecticut is one of the largest Jamaican communities in the world. And they're boasting here the fifth largest population of residents with Jamaican ancestry among all the United States. And this is taken from the census data. And it says that there are more than 50,000 residents with Jamaican ancestry right here in Connecticut. And so this morning, compliments of the Fox News, I'm happy to report to you guys that Mr. Kevin Dillon, the Executive Director of the Connecticut Airport Authority, CAA, says that we want to thank Spirit Airlines, Visit Jamaica, and the many community leaders who partnered with us in securing the service and launching this much anticipated flight. You know, so many times you know you want to go home, but you really don't want to touch down and then go up again. You know, some people get so nervous when the plane is taking off. And so now, once you board your flight, you just sit tight until you land right down in Montego Bay. Beautiful, sunny Montego Bay. And so everybody, they said they're overjoyed by the community's excitement and anticipation for the first ever non-stop service connecting Connecticut and Jamaica. This was said by John Kirby, and he's the Vice President of Network Planning at Spirit Airlines. He said, "We are proud to celebrate this historic day, which also marks Spirit's first international flight from Bradley International Airport. And we thank the airport team and our Hartford guests for their support." It was a good thing, people. It was a good thing, you know, now when I need to go home to Jamaica, I don't need to think about when I'm going to go to BWI for my layover, I'm going to Miami for my layover. I can now get into Bradley, get on my flight, and sit still, enjoy the ride till I touch down in my beautiful sunny Montego Bay. So enjoy, people. Enjoy. Enjoy. Pass the news around. Let families know that now they don't have to drive all the way to New York to fly out of JFK, that they can also fly out from Bradley, non-stop, beautiful Jamaica. Thank you, guys, and please like,